Peace, peace, peace. 1, 2, 3. Campaign Trail, Tuesday, November 26th. We live, we in this thing. See the title? The Devil's Last Trick. Setting our sisters up for the sleazada. 1, 2, 1, 2. Seen a whole lot of, we're going to talk about this Drake thing also. But this caught my attention first and foremost on my radar. Is this I don't know what this was. I saw it on my news feed, but apparently Waltz and Harris did a talk today. I guess maybe online or live chat, the same something that similar that they did when they was raising the money when she was campaigning. This talk looked like she might have been a little slushy, but I'll wait till about 40 more seconds before I go there. Fair use, of course, fair use. Got to put that disclaimer out there. Streets to Vegas. Peace to you, brother. Streets of Vegas. Oh, I got you. Streets of Vegas. For sure. Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about this Drake second lawsuit or petition for a lawsuit, petition so he can do a lawsuit. Boy, man, it's a whole lot of rolling over, ain't it? Ahmad Jabril, Walaikum Salam, salute. Yeah, give me 10 more seconds. I'll hit this 2-minute mark and we can go. We can get into it. The Devil's Last Trick, setting our sisters up for the, I can't say that word in the title, but you know how to fill in the blanks. Okay, here we go. Let's listen to this.
The outcome of this election obviously is not what we wanted. It is not what we worked so hard for. What we did in 107 days, what we did in 107 days, what we did in 107 days was unprecedented. You would hear me talk about it all the time, being a daughter of parents who are active in the civil rights movement, being a daughter of parents who are active in the civil rights movement, being a daughter of parents who are active in the civil rights movement. Because of your efforts, get this, we raised an historic $1.4 billion, almost $1.5 billion. Get this, we raised an historic $1.4 billion, almost $1.5 billion. $1.4 billion, almost $1.5 billion, the most in presidential campaign history. Again, I'll say, the election didn't turn out like we wanted it to, but understand that the work we put into it was about empowering people. That's the spirit with the work we did. So look, we still have a lot to fight for, where the women of America have the right to make decisions about their own body, not their government telling them what to do. I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
She's, of course, directing that to our women, black women, voters. And we're going to see this last little Daffy Duck trick of Joe Biden at the end of this.
And you have the same purpose that you did. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Old Joe just pulled a Hail Mary. 61 black judges appointed, 39 being black women. Folks was telling Joe Biden, do something, Joe. Joe did something.
Okay, let's I wanted to let it play all the way through, but I can't. My my testosterone meter won't allow me to just let this play all the way through without addressing these S's, these heavy little S's, and the glossy eyes, and just the fact that when I first saw this, I don't know what my man. Let me shout his Rick Speaks. Rick Speaks on TikTok. Shout out Rick Speaks. Well, I got some issues with you, Rick Speaks. Your delivery is kind of single mother raised, kind of estrogenish. But let's hear what he has to say. I guess he's feeling like he's getting even. They're getting even. with Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter. I could care less, but this sounds very estrogenish.
Power from you.
Oh, Joe just pulled the Hail Mary. 61 black judges appointed, 39 being black women. Folks was telling Joe Biden, do something, Joe. Joe did something. You gotta respect the game. You gotta respect the
So with that hand movement, what's up with that little hand up like that?
game, because nobody on planet Earth expected this from Joe Biden. To the point that Trump is out here tweeting, we gotta stop this, guys. We gotta stop it. You wanted folks to get them black jobs. Folks got them black jobs. This is probably one of the most historical things that has happened.
Not has happened. Oh, I know where you from, brethren. I know where you from.
In order to protect democracy in this country in a long, long time. And these are not just random judges. These are people who has been in the field and who has been doing the work.
You hitting them S's real hard. You hitting them S's real hard.
For a very long time. This is probably one of the most historical things that has happened in order to protect democracy in this country in a long, long time. And these are not just random judges. These are people who has been in the field and who has been doing the work for a very long time. So, you know, at the end
You gotta duck them S's, boy. Gotta duck them estrogen S's. Like, oh,
long time. And these are not just random judges. These are people who has been in the field and who has been doing the work for a very long time. So, you know, at the end of the day, I have never been the biggest fan of Joe Biden, but this right here, yo, you gotta love it. I love this for Donald Trump. I love this for the guy. I love this for him.
So, you see the title, The Devil's Last Trick, setting our sisters up for the Thanksgiving feast. You know, I don't know if y'all ever seen that episode of Twilight Zone a long time ago. To serve man, it's a cookbook. To serve man, to serve the sisters, to serve sisters, it's a cookbook. Yeah, you invited to dinner, but you're the meal. You're the main course. So dudes like this or whatever this is, man, you know, they think they still getting even, or like, I got you, like it's still black girl magic, sister girl power, you know, going up against the system, against the orange man. Like, all of this is making them super, you know, let me just put this up here. That's like target practice right there. Where was all these 61 black judge appointments and 39 women judge appointments when the Biden-Harris term first started 4 years ago? Where was that at? So then we got little pom-pom cheerleader, pep, yell leader dudes or whatever, acting like this is really a flex, or like this is some empowerment. Joe Biden finally did it. We did it, Joe. What good is it? Why are you gonna throw them into Trump's term? You know what I'm saying? Is that you helping them? Why you didn't throw them into your own term? Why are you gonna throw them to the wolf, to the beast? If you think Trump is the beast, why are you gonna throw the black women judges and all these 61 black people to the beast? So he can get ate up. They can all get ate up by this beast, right? That's incredible the way our logic works. You know what I'm saying? The way my brain is set up, I'm just trying to figure it out. What are y'all thoughts on this, man? Let me get y'all thoughts real quick. I'm gonna jump right into it early. What are y'all thoughts? Is this something we supposed to be celebrating? There get a StreamYard link. Phil Mo Black, salute. See the wrenches in the house. I was in Willie D comments trying to tell him the same thing you told me. I wish he would get on live with you. Yeah, maybe I'll be able to get Willie D on here with me. Maybe we can make that happen. Cote, he has no bass in his voice, man. Bro C, peace and blessing. I see you, Sean Mel, but I can't post up that comment. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess I can. I ain't gonna read it. John Laraya, salute. JL, I see a lot of people react this way, but run behind Trump and butt him in, I guess, put him in office and act like it was nothing. Trump just did the same thing as laughing, and these politicians laughing along with him. Yeah, we all pawns in the game, pawns in the chess games. George Allen. Well, yeah, that's a different subject. Wa alaikum salam. Yeah, I'm Destiny Child. I'm Candyman and Destiny Child. So I don't do subliminals. Ain't nobody saying my name, then they don't want nothing. She looks slosh. Yeah, she definitely looks slushy. Harris. Yeah, man. It's all that. It's all that. Yashua, thank you, Yashua, for the blessing. Salute, peace to you and the fam. Also, James Hernandez Jr. Salute, Texas in the building. All right, yeah, I'm scroll back down now. Ant One, I'm not moved by anything unless it has to do with building factories. I heard that. But what's y'all's position on this appointment right here, allegedly appointing 61 black judges, 39 of them being black women? These were the black jobs, right? Why didn't Biden give them to them? Why didn't Biden and the black sister girl vice president give these 61 black judges their jobs during the last 3.5 years or 4 years? Why they throwing them on Trump? Right. That makes sense. Yeah, definitely jacked up, Mr. Brooks. H-Town offside. H-Town for sure. I see you. Zedric Wilson, alaikum salam, alaikum salam. So do y'all see the setup though? Do y'all see how these are targets? This is target practice now. If they tried, if for whatever the case is, if they really tried to delete Trump 2 or 3 times already, what's going to make these people safe? What's going to make our sisters safe? These 39 black women judges that's against, I'm guessing he's saying that they against Trump. They're going to make it hard for Trump or for Republicans. Are they really going to make it hard for Republicans, or are they going to make it hard on themselves? What is 39 or 61 black judges going to do to this system? Judges, you know what I'm saying? It's like Allen Iverson. Judges? You talking about judges? It's not Supreme Court judge. You talking about judges? Judges versus governors, and senators and congressmen. Like, you talking about judges? You talking about practice? Zedric, man, thank you, Zedric. Man, Hotel 7 heaven, keeping the lights on for us. Thank you, Zedric. Got your cash out, man. Definitely appreciate it. Democrats, Mo Better 1212 MP. Desperate Democrats. Ant One, they are cannon fodder. Man, that's a great lyric. That's some great bars. I need to try to figure out how to put that in a rhyme. Cannon fodder. The ex-drug dealer, 10A Key. Salute. Man. I'm saying, have y'all been to the range? I hate to put it out there like that, but they putting themselves out there like that. They putting themselves out there as straight targets. I don't know no clearer way to say it. And then you got Sister Girl that's really jacking and gassing them up.
The outcome of this election obviously is not what we wanted. It is not what we worked so hard for.
She's steady saying fight. Let me turn that down because I don't want to get no extra whatever. But she's steady talking about fight for your right to reproductive, whatever, the things she was on, as though somebody was trying to take that from them. That whole Roe v. Wade being judged down, given down to the states, and it had nothing to do with the government. It was just all cap. It's just sad. But they need to give our women something to I guess rally around and act like it's somebody is trying to take their rights or enslave them or whatever, black women. And then she claiming her parents was vets in the civil rights struggle. That's why you married a That's why you married the man you married, because you a veteran of the civil rights struggle with the sisters and the brothers. I heard that. H-Town Northside Sonny Hostin is damn near insane now. Yeah, I heard about them. I don't know that. That's not The View, but that's somebody on one of them other TV shows that's like The View, or is she on The View with Whoopi Goldberg and all that? Man, yeah, I got you, Zedric. Man, praise God for you, bro, and the family. Blessings to you. In the name of the Most High, man, may He return that blessing tenfold. She never knew what the heck she was talking about. I mean, just look at these characters, though, man. Look how dude shaking his hands right there. You know, that's looking real glazy eye, real glazy. You know, I don't want to go in on him, but bro, like, how are you bragging about something that's done at the last minute? You already know. MVP, Asia, thank you. Complete joke, sad, and it's super sad. And I want to take it serious. I really want to go in on dude. I don't know him. I don't know his, his handle, but just the fact that this is what our mail's been reduced to. Our mail's been reduced to this as far as in the media. I ain't saying all of them, but the ones that you can't even get on mainstream media without having some kind of sugar in your tank or some kind of, hard S's. You popping them S's real hard. Like a snake, you know what I'm saying? Like a female snake. It's just sick. But man, MVP, Asia, thank you. Family, thanks. You already know. Man. Say youngster need to do push-ups. He need to. This ain't about him, because he just represents a whole community. He represents millions. Apparently now he represents millions of us. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It ain't many sisters that follow this page. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the analytics, it's like 175, 176,000 or whatever subscribers to this channel. And it's Gangster Chronicles, it's Digital Soapbox, it's No Ceilings with Glasses Malone and Pete and MCA. So it's mostly males, mostly black and brown males that follow this channel. But the women that follow this channel, like, do y'all feel secure? Do y'all feel like, these dudes that was pro Harris, did they represent manhood, black and brown manhood to y'all? Do y'all feel safe and secure with their judgment? Because I've seen a whole lot of, I'm talking about dudes that, I grew up with that was, they was factors in the streets. They was factors when it came to going up against other dudes or whatever. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they came with the emotional, just, I don't know, just like they was into voting. They was into the sister girl. Like it must be some 5G hypnotic spell. It must be some subliminal hypnotic sorcery or something that they didn't put through the 5G frequency waves. Like, I done seen the gangsterist dudes or whatever, not acting like my man right here on the TikTok. I'm talking about solid dudes that just got all emotional. They got all emotional, was riding for Harris. I'm like, dude, what is going on? What kind of bizarro world are we living in? How are you gonna say, first of all, that Trump is worse than Biden, period? You know what I'm saying? Even if he is, there's no proof. There's no receipts. There's no history. There's no track record. You got to let him become that. You got to let him. He's going to have to prove that in the future. But I'm seeing, like, I was like, man. So I already saw that, okay, if our women is reflecting these dudes, and these dudes were solid to me until just up until recently, I'm like, man, I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. There's some kind of hypnotics going on. Because I for the life of me couldn't understand why dudes was getting emotional about voting for Harris. Nobody even cared. She wasn't even on nobody's radar. Like, you know what I'm saying? They already knew Sleepy Creepy Joe was a wash. They didn't know he was finna have to bow out or have to, get taken out the race and replaced with her. And then all of a sudden, like she said, in the last 107 days, and that's 107 days, just like January. I mean, January 7th too, but like October 7th. That's 107, 107 days. All of that is the birth of Elijah Muhammad, 107. So when she said, in 107 days, and all we accomplished in the 107 days, all we had was 107 days. Like, yep, that's the Father. Father is all in that, and it was all kind of confirmations. If y'all spiritual and y'all know how divine communications take place. And it's definitely mathematic. It's not necessarily numerology, but it's numerology involved. I'm not talking about no astrology and astrology, signs and zodiac signs. I'm just talking about certain communications that's gonna let you know who's who and what's what, and confirm certain things that's already written. But our sisters is being set up. And I said all of that to say, mostly dudes follow this page, and hopefully the sisters that follow this page is not hypnotized or don't become hypnotized just because of your disappointment. Of course, we have been disappointing. We have disappointed our women, our daughters, our mothers, you know what I'm saying? But, we waking up. So a lot of us be already burnt out. Well, you took too long. Well, it's too late now. Nah, it ain't never too late. It ain't never too late. Especially if you see solid dudes standing up trying to protect you, saying like, you finna be a target. Because I can't protect you personally. I know what these orange man followers and this country is finna do to my sisters, the ones that's nan thinking they got rid of him the first time. Like that's why he got Elon Musk and all this AI surveillance technology. I'm telling you, man, this dude is different. And he mean what he say when he say, I love getting even with my enemies, with my oppositions, people that turned on me. This is what the orange man said. So this didn't have nothing to do with our sisters' fight. It's just the same enemy knows to handpick them because they already got an emotional battery in their back just from trauma. So now he just got to act like he's doing something. He's giving them power, empowerment. Like, just think about that. Ain't that the thing that Christians recognize was the attribute or the characteristic of Lucifer? Lucifer wanted power. Lucifer wanted to be equal with God, or Lucifer whispered in Eve's ear and made her want to be equal with God and Adam. She had an issue with Adam, actually, God and Adam, as though, they was misogynists. They was teaming up as males against her, when in reality, they was protecting her. They was supposed to be protecting her. But free will, remember? Free will, my body, my choice. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do with your body. Oh, okay. But you can call the police on your baby daddy and tell them what to do with his body, right? So it's rough, man. And I'm praying for y'all, and that's why I do this, because sweet talk ain't gonna do it. Sweet talk is not gonna do it. In the last days, the righteous mouth speaks of judgment. It don't speak of sweet talk no more. Sweet talk is over with. If that was gonna work, it would have worked by now, right? So now it's warnings. It's warnings and last warnings, and it's curses, actually, because now certain of us, got certain rods and staffs. They can actually call something down, and it's going to happen. They're going to call a shot, and it's going to happen. It's not to destroy our people, but it's definitely to chastise us, to sit us down, to sit us down. Asia, man. In my personal life, I don't know one Democratic male that's masculine. In the media, all the Democrats have questionable behaviors. And we keep it all the way. Well, I do. I don't know what nobody else be on, this digital soapbox network, but you know what page I'm on. I'm on 1,000% estrogen time for women. Estrogen is for women. You know what I'm saying? Testosterone is for men. So it's no confusion. I gotta be smart and wise about what I say and how I say it. But those of us that even claim to love Malcolm and be students of Malcolm, and Malcolm is my leader and revolutionary, Malcolm said it himself. The worst of these political characters, this is according to Malcolm, is the liberal Democrats. The Democrats who JFK was, and the whole liberal, he compared them with the fox and the wolf. And it's public record, you know what I'm saying? But then it's convenient. They act like, well, that's back in the day. No, it's exactly the same enemy, exactly the same tricks, exactly the same agenda. But we just using our free will. And, the weak, soft dudes that's worshiping the box, that's what it is. Dudes know now they so weak, and we've been raised by single mothers to cater to and worship our women's emotions instead of manhood, righteous soldier principles. Then we start pandering and gassing them up and using our gangster whatever because we know we done did them so wrong. Now we want to try to make up for it, and we think the way to make up for them for the dirt that we done did against our women is to pander to them. Nah, you might just need to fall back, you know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, we as men are responsible for righteous, moral law and authority over our women and girls. You know what I'm saying? So when our women, that's why they so fed up, because we so soft. We too emotional. We in our feelings. We operate in our even gangbanging. That's operating off feelings, or drugs, alcohol, off some other kind of substance. Because if we ain't beating each other, we doing some kind of abuse to our baby mama or our woman. So it's just a whole big deception based on trauma and emotions, and it's gonna be a clash. It's gonna be a clash. I'm talking about among us. You got to clean up the house first. I can't worry about what nobody else doing. I can't worry about what Biden or the small hats or my Latino brothers and sisters is doing. We got to clean up the house first. And the house is full of toxic, weak, soft, emotional, off balance, down there 5150 dudes that the women is reflections of. Our sisters is reflections of, weak, soft, emotional 5150 dudes. So it's rough. It's gonna get rougher before it get better, but we got to be here for it. That's the real warfare. The war is the jihad, the holy war against the weakness of ourself. So again, Asia, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. I don't want to even pry into your personals, but I'm definitely here for questions, answering questions, and try to figure it out together, trying to figure out, these solutions. All I can do is blow the horn of the danger that we in. I'm talking about our sisters, because you in grave, grave danger. Any black woman now that, think that they standing on this strong vocal, you won't silence my voice. No, this is not the time for that. No, the Bible says in a certain day, a certain season, he or she that holds their tongue, hold your tongue, will save your life. That's now. That's now regarding Trump and his, making America great followers. It's gonna get ugly, man. I can't say it enough, and I don't want to be on doom and gloom, but that's what it is. I'd rather you just be upset with me and you still be alive than, me tell you some sweet talk and you think it's all good and you go get unalive. Because these dudes that's gassing you up ain't finna fight for you. They not gonna ride for you. They don't know how to ride. They ain't a member of no real army. Mr. Lambeau.
What's up? What's up? Peace, brother.
Peace to you, man. What's your thoughts on this? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, man. I'm at war too, man. I'm at war. I'm raising. I got twin daughters, 18-year-old twin daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my grandbaby, as you can see in the background.
Right.
And their mothers definitely I could tell that they're susceptible to to the attack of that agenda. They like it's but when it's like they you gotta guard them. You gotta guard your babies from that, and you gotta kind of guard them from the mental instability of the mamas too. The children. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughters. I talk to them about about realness only. You know what I'm saying? Like give them all the game.
Do you live with them? Or they old? They out the house?
Yeah, they're out there. Well, no, they're at the dorm. Yeah, at the house. I guess you could say that, at the dorm.
I'm just saying, did you grow up with them, or they grew up with their mama? Y'all separated?
No, they grew up with me in the household. My daughters grew up with me in the household. Then they spent summers with me after that. They grew up with me for summers after my divorce with their mother.
So what's your biggest problem? What has your biggest problem been? Them being influenced by the world now, or what?
My biggest problem has been with them. Actually, I man, my daughters are amazing, man. My daughters are amazing. They always.
I'm not trying to, no disrespect. I love, that's a blessing if that's the case, but we here trying to help our people solve their problems. So I actually want to hear problems.
Okay, my problems is shielding them from, okay, the problem I was speaking on, I brought it up at the beginning, was their surroundings, not just they mamas, but my sister, my mama, all that influence that is on them of the negative that they under the influence of my people, their people, my daughters. They got me, they rock with me. However, they are influenced by, like, okay, let's say with the grandbaby, I don't have as much control over her as I do my own daughters, and I know the condition of her mom. You know what I'm saying? And it's just.
I mean, let's talk about this locker room talk. It's rough talk over here. It don't mean that it's three sides to every story. Just because we hear your side, we're not just gonna side with you. But I need to know what the problem is. Like, we can't be vague and say, well, our mama is not. We don't know how her mom. I don't know how her mom. Okay. I don't know what the problem is.
I was speaking in general about, not in general, but I was speaking specifically about the topic today. You put Kamala on at first. We're talking about that agenda, how that agenda is penetrating our daughter. I told my babies, if you end up having a baby, we having the baby, that kind of stuff. Their influence, especially at school, at just out there, that agenda of, you know what I'm saying, that they're under attack. They're under attack in a different way, just like I was under attack at that age with gang banging and drugs.
Do they moms believe they under attack, or they moms don't believe they under attack?
Their moms have been subdued by the attack, and it's hard to bring them back. My mom, all of them have that mind state. I try to, get them game, but I'm worried about my babies more so than anything. So my basic problem that I'm bringing to the table for us to think about or have thoughts about is when that older generation that came that's under that generation and rocking with them and might just go down with the ship, like those 39 that you're talking about, those 39 women judges and all of them, they might go down. They're subject to go down with the ship. Some of my older people, some of my people, my sisters, my mother, my little niece, some of them, they got the blind, they you know what I'm saying, to get them from up under that curse
So
that we got on us.
how do you think you go
That's what I
about
want to
doing
bring
that?
up.
So are you saying that you have a solution, or you're looking for a solution to get your little babies out from under the influence of compromised females?
I'm really just venting about how hard it's been because of the the influence of their elders. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And
I'm saying, so are you
versus
successful? Are you successful, or are you not successful? So are you looking for methods and solutions, or have you been successful at it and you want to share those solutions? Which one is it?
a little bit of both. I'm looking for methods and solutions, maybe more so along the lines of now that they are officially in the corporate world, not corporate world, but in the world of they got man teachers and they out there. You know what I'm saying? They're exploring. Well, one of my daughters, she already got her cosmetology license. So she did that at 17, and she's on her.
I don't think that's the issue. Our girls knowing how to go get money and be in corporate America, that's not the issue. All of them is doing that. We talking about will they be deceived and consumed by the satanic agenda? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
my thing. That's what I'm trying to say. I need more solutions. I have been successful so far, so as far as I could tell, but I need more solutions along the lines of that. And then also when it comes to the grandbaby, that's far removed from me in a sense, because that's my son's household. You get what I'm trying to say? And I lace my son. My son's laced totally. He totally laced. So I'm not worried too much about that, but I am just looking to, like I say, vent about it, put it out there, what's going on. Not only that, maybe get some ideas and some other solutions on how to get them game to shield them from the satanic forces that attack them daily. They are under attack. It's not about them getting out there, getting money and doing all of that, but it is because they got to do what they got to do. But at the same time, I know they're gamed up enough because I know who I am, that they ain't gonna fall for it for the most part. But when it comes to their mamas and all that influence, it's just that's what I'm trying to vent about. You know what I'm saying? Like saving the ones that don't want to be saved, or failing at that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else had that kind of thing? I just want to contribute that. That's all.
How are would you say that you are disciplined? Are you a morally disciplined black man?
Yep, I'm on a redemption. I went to prison for 12 years, and I'm on my way back from where I was, and I'm 10 toes down right now.
Wherever you was, what if where you was already infected or already traumatized or negatively influenced your daughters or your family?
I know it definitely influenced my family a lot, and I know it does have an effect on my daughters for sure, especially the line of work I was in and the line of deeds I was up to.
Yeah. So what do you do? Where do you go? So you said church. Church is the place that's redeemed you, or is that working for the people that you affected?
I didn't go to church to get redeemed. I didn't go to church to get redeemed. I went to solitary confinement to get redeemed. And I went inside.
I thought you just said you was on a redeem. I mean,
yeah, and I'm redemption. This means I'm coming back from being destructive into being constructive, helping,
based
teaching,
on what?
feeding versus.
Yeah, based on what belief system though? Based on what spiritual beliefs? It don't mean religion, but that's a spiritual issue, right?
Definitely. I went through some spiritual changes in that solitary confinement. Definitely. I went deep inside myself, deep inside my mind. I had out of body experience, everything. And I had the revelation on what it really is. Because since I was young, I ended up in prison due to the school system. At a young age, I was marked as an intelligent person. Thought they were smart, but got crushed like relish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. That's me. That's me. All right. But they drew on me for that. And where I'm from, we're it's not separated by neighborhoods, not separated. We're all together with them. So it's a different type of you know what I'm saying, communication with the white people up here versus the white people I've seen down south. I've lived everywhere. I lived Cali, Arizona. I've lived everywhere, but up here when I'm from, Minneapolis, Minnesota area, Wisconsin area, that area up here is, I believe, way more. It got a subtle racism. I don't know if you can see my look at my thumbnail real quick. See that?
Yeah, the fox. Yeah.
That's the depiction, because I grew up with that fox up here. And up here is real. This the same state the governor that was running for vice president up under Kamala. This is his town. This Tampon Tim's section.
What do you think is the solution to our problems?
I think my solution became, I had to take it on inside of me and take it in my own hands. Just like I used to take my crimes into my own hands, I had to take my good deeds into my own hands. And I had to, and it takes discipline. It takes discipline, man. You just got to discipline your mind, discipline your body, discipline your thoughts.
So you don't have teachers?
I've had teachers. Yes, I have a lot of teachers.
No, I'm just saying. So, like, if you trying to learn anything or accomplish anything in this life, you want to be a millionaire, you want to learn this, you want to learn a trade, you want to learn to drive a truck, don't you supposed to have a teacher?
Yeah, mentors, teachers.
So I haven't heard you say, like, even though you're saying you redeem and solitary confinement and this and that, you still not acknowledging being a student to nobody.
Yeah, I got two people that I grew up as a student of, and both of them have taught me a lot in different areas. One is my Uncle David McGee, and one is my brother-in-law, Sherman. You get what I'm trying to say? One taught me one thing, one taught me the other thing. But both those two black men right there, my Uncle David McGee, he has a ministry. I call it his ministry, but
he Christian.
Yeah, he definitely is a Christian.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, so if you're saying that, but if he influenced you, then you're benefiting off of his Christianity, his spirituality, right?
Well, he influenced me in another way, as far as that. Like, his Christianity didn't have anything to do with that. His Christianity has something to do with him. He used that, whatever was, to get out of his addictions and overcome what he came in, and what he's accomplished. He done came a long way. He got his family. Once he married his wife, he's good.
Well,
he's a family man.
Why would you say that don't have nothing to do with his religion, his belief?
I'm saying that have nothing to do with his belief. That what got him out of that, what got him out of his darkness, was Christianity. I believe was his belief, that belief system got him out of that. Because the more he talked
that affected you.
It affected. I mean, I believe he did. I look up to Unc. I believe Unc. But when it comes to Christianity, though, like I said, I've been a studier and a researcher, and there's things that I know that's true about that, and that I don't rock like that. But I've definitely been affected by Christianity.
Have you been a member of any?
You're gonna be affected by
have you
Christianity.
been a member of any black organization? No, any positive black organization, spiritual
I'm not
organization?
no member of no black spiritual organization at all.
Why
I
not? Why not?
I believe because I watch this a lot, this channel a lot, and I definitely relate to a lot of you know what I'm saying, a lot of the
Yeah, I'm
things
just
we
saying
talk about on here.
why aren't you
But as far as being a part of an organization, I would consider this as being a part of like a community in a sense, because
I
I
mean,
put
why
this
you
on
have
and I
to
can listen to
consider it?
this and it makes sense. You feel me?
All right, let me talk. Why would you have to consider it as this and that instead of just becoming a part of an organization of strong, healthy, wise, spiritual, respectable, whatever, black men of your own kind that's doing what you're doing, or that's more successful at doing what you're doing, that come from the same hell, the same conditions and all that. Why would you hesitate? Why wouldn't you be a part of an organization, which means unity? Why wouldn't you be a part of an organization or a unity?
Why wouldn't I?
Why haven't you? Why aren't you?
Why aren't I? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask. I can answer that question for you, and I'm gonna tell you it. There was a time when I looked at, I found organization in gang members. I found organization in. I got caught up on a RICO Act. That's what I did my whole time on. I had my own.
You going somewhere else, bro?
And I'm just saying I would create my own organization.
We can't allow that. I asked you a specific question.
Okay, I'm telling you that to tell you this. The reason why I haven't joined that organization, to answer your question, is because I've always started an organization or made my own organization and worked around that. As far as what I got going on right now, I do have an organization in a sense that I'm a part of, which, like I was trying to tell you about my Uncle David and the work that we do. I don't know if you see back there, I got my baby. I teach music to kids in my family, and I feel that that's my organization that I can have without.
Why has it got to be yours? Why you can't unite with somebody that you know is more organized and more successful than you?
That's what I'm saying. I'm successful though at what me and my family got.
All right, listen to me, brother.
So to join a bigger organization,
Lambo, I'm gonna have to cut you off, bro. I'm gonna have to cut you off. I'm asking you specific questions.
Okay.
I'm not asking you for no backstories and no go off the track stuff. I'm saying if you know there's an organization better, more successful, these are specific words that you can prove. Why do you want to reinvent the wheel? Why do you want to start something new when something that already exists is more successful and already stronger than whatever you trying to start?
I could do mines, but I definitely would love to do, get involved in something like that, bigger and stronger than me. I always knew that there was something bigger and stronger than me that I wanted to get a part of, for sure. Definitely. There was no problem with that with me. I would have no problem with it.
You haven't done it.
I haven't done it. I don't know about the opportunity. Can you help me with the opportunity to do it? Tell me how can I do it then? Because like I said, I got something that could contribute. I could bring a multitude with me, because I got the people that I teach and the people that I work with, my people that I'm waking up personally. You get what I'm saying?
What are you waking them up to?
I'm waking them up to the truth.
A truth?
Right?
What truth?
The truth of what's going on. The truth
what's
of
going on. Where did you get the truth from?
I got the truth. I got a little bit of the truth from everywhere. I got the truth from my research. I got the truth from my research. I got the truth from
research
music.
Of who?
I got the truth. I've researched American history, Black history, revolutionary history, You name it, all of it.
All right, I'm gonna get somebody else on here, Lambo, and I'll circle back with you. Peace, y'all. Here's the StreamYard chat. We can get back on the track. The subject was the devil's last trick. You know, setting our sisters up for the sleaze order, based on what Biden is allegedly or apparently doing, with not that. Hold on a second. You know, I'm trying to with this right here. Appointing 61 black judges at the end of his term, at the last month of his 4-year term, and then for black people to be bragging about it, like, yeah, he did that. Yeah, I didn't expect Joe Biden to do that. What did he really do? What did the rainbow small cap powers that's behind this move and these moves that they've been making for the last 4 years? What are their actual goal for putting black women out there in Trump's administration? I mean, in Trump's term, they didn't appoint these black people in their own term. They appointed these black people just recently, allegedly, apparently. And should we be celebrating that, or should we be outraged? What should be our position on this type of thing? And if we see people that are celebrating it, how should we view them? Can we trust their judgment? You know, I got to be as calm and just neutral as I can. I know we all want to express ourselves. We all got ideas. We all got traumas. We all believe that we're the most important being on this planet, as we should. But, you know, some of us are more accomplished than others. Some of us actually know more and are more powerful, more influential, more knowledgeable, more masterful in righteous, you know, things than others are. We are not equal. We all have equal makeup. We all equal in potential, but we are not equal. We are not equal. There's grades. There's chain of command. There's authorities. There's, you know, subordinates. There, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, this is our Achilles heel. This is our kryptonite. This is the thing that's taken us to hell, is because we refuse to submit and acknowledge superior living human beings, especially black men, if they're black men. So if we learned that the real Jesus and the real Messiah was alive and well in 2024, 2025, and he was a flesh and blood living black man in America, then most of us, it seemed like we would be going to hell. We would go to hell because we ain't accepting that. And actually, that's true. And when I say going to hell, I ain't talking about after you physically die. We in hell because of our rejection and our refusal to recognize and acknowledge that type of man that's among us. We want to say we're that type of man. Oh, I'm that type of man. I got my own followers. Okay, what have you done with them? You know, what have we done with this leadership, you know, authority that we love to claim so well? We ain't got no accomplishments, right? So, Kim, peace. It takes a special type of rock bottom to sway a strong personality, bestowed with the freedom of individual. Is that a rhyme? Individuality to fall under the established group. Everything, man. It's not rocket science. It's not nothing you got to reinvent. It's strength in numbers, no matter what. We supposed to be standing together like a solid wall. Any army, it's just incredible, man. That's how you know we divided. We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, and we're divided and conquered because somebody taught us to go for self, not go for, you know, kind or own kind. No, it taught us to go for our individual selfish self. F your kind. Go for yourself. And that's a spiral down into the abyss. That's crash out highway. And that's what most of us is at. We want to flex. That's our biggest thing. The biggest flex. My flex is such your flex. Why are you flexing on other traumatized ex-slaves? What do you mean your flex? Your flex would be to go to war with your real enemy. To go to war with your real enemy. That's the biggest flex. But don't nobody even want to acknowledge their enemy, the real enemy. They want to call somebody that look like them their enemy. So, it's almost zero tolerance. It's almost expiration date for even me even being able to have the patience to listen to excuses and to listen to this and that, because that time is really over. A lot of the questions that I'll be asking now is just for witness sake, just to get the blood off of my hands, and just so y'all can be witnesses on what I said and what the response was. Because if I'm a little messenger, if I'm a little helper of the Messiah messenger, then I'm going to get questioned. Did you deliver the message? And what was your response when you delivered the message? Well, Father, they told me this and they told me that. You know what I'm saying? They gave me all kind of excuses. They said that, they own leaders and they don't follow no man. And they said that they can't trust no organization. And they, so that's, but I delivered the message the way that you said deliver it. So you gotta gradually or swiftly start cutting the emotional heartstrings. I love my people, but how can I love them if they don't love, truth? They don't love reality. They don't love righteousness. They don't love going to war against the real enemy. How can I love them? So the Quran and the Bible, but the Quran say in that day, you won't find a believer loving the disbeliever. Though they're your family, near of kin, your own flesh and blood, your offspring, your spouse. I can't love them no more. I can't love them. You know what I'm saying? That's a burden. I can't attach myself to somebody that I know chose hell or that's choosing hell. So that's just the burden of wisdom, or like Solomon said, you got wisdom. It's a burden because you seeing people choosing to be weak. They choosing to finesse and lie and and they think they finessing you. They think they tricking you. Like just because you don't call them on it, you like, damn. I mean, I already see what. So you start adjusting your pieces on your life chessboard, on your immediate environment chessboard. Like, you don't know you've been moved off my board. You think you still holding that position next to me, or you still think I feel about you the way that I used to feel, but I don't. And it's not my job to tell you that I don't. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So Daryl Jackson, salam. So it's no more time to waste. It's really never been no time to waste, but we've been abusing grace, and now that grace is up. And I don't like to play nobody cheap. I want people to, to feel like I value or think, or that I value they perspective and they word and they experience, just like I want mine to be valued. But it's only so much we can allow, so much chit chat that we can allow. Right, Elmatic. Yeah, it is. It is that. It is that. Yeah. Lambo. Mr. Lambo.
Oh yeah. Hey, I did want to just add something real quick, man. I have been for the last, I say, 4 months, binge watching the lectures from Minister Farrakhan. I have, for sure. One thing that I would say, as far as the route, the answer that I was given was along the lines of, still gotta live and take care of these babies, and that's been my mission is just get them right. However, I know being attached to something bigger and knowing what the truth is, because everything's lining up based on what I've been listening to. Everything's lining up. You know what I'm saying? The way
What do you think? What do you think? What is the apprehension? Delbo, thank you, Delbo Fraser. Got your Cash App and Ahmad. I think that was Ahmad. What do you think the problem is? Why wasn't you able just to say that out the gate? Do you feel like you making yourself less of a man if you give credit to Farrakhan or some living black leader today? That make you feel lesser than a man?
Nah, definitely not. I've been, like I said, binge watching like every night, go to sleep listening and then doing my research on the side, because when I've been on it for years and years and years, but I got strained away. That prison, that sentence, that shit, I did 12 years. You know what I'm saying? But
How old are you? How old are you now?
47.
So 12 minus 47. I mean 47 minus 12 is what?
I was in my mid 20s and I got out in my late 30s. When I did that time. Before then, I was in the system still and moving like a grease ball around here on some crime shit.
That's a choice, right? That's a choice, because if you behind a wall for 12 years,
Yeah,
then
I
you
did
gonna
that.
find.
I did that as a choice.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find the most disciplined Muslims, Christians, everything behind the wall. So you can't say that I was behind the wall and that's why I didn't get into the studying and this and that. That's where you're gonna really get into the study.
I also said I was on some crime shit, moving around here like a grease ball, like in the streets. I was on some crime. I was engaged in criminal activity. I went to prison for the RICO Act, the state RICO Act.
All right, I'm not, bro. I'm not. You know, the majority of people in the nation, and whether it's the nation or whether it's Orthodox Islam or even Christianity, if you're a black man, we came out of that. You know, you're not special, right?
I believe Farrakhan. I believe Farrakhan is the Messiah,
special, right?
Yeah, I know that.
So why you like, as a man, talking to another man, why do you think that you need to say that?
I'll just give it a little background on why I believe that I was not choosing, because I was just moving wrong in the streets. That's why I didn't.
Yeah, I understand that. So, but if I ask you today about this and that, and you say I want to do my own thing or my own, why if you know better now, won't you join on to a righteous brotherhood? You know what I'm saying? Where there's strength in numbers, there's knowledge.
When I re-answered the question, I did.
Will
I do that? How do I be up to that? Maybe one of the reasons why it haven't happened is because, like I said, had the opportunity to figure out where they did that. Maybe these last 4 months have been leading up to that. Who knows?
No, I'm not saying. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But anything you want, if you was moving slimy and greasy or whatever, that's you was going after it. Anything you want, you gonna go after. You ain't gonna say I'm waiting for it to fall in my lap. If you really want it, you gonna go get it.
All right. Well, you got a suggestion on how to go get it?
How did you find this podcast?
Shit, I seen you on Instagram a long time ago, and then I seen you on YouTube. I was aware of your YouTube page.
If you seen me on Instagram a long time ago, and you've been following me on Instagram or anyway from a long time ago, I ain't never spoke or posted a link or told you where the people that listen to me can go and get what I learned. You said you'd be listening to Minister Farrakhan, right?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay, so they don't tell you what the address is for in your town?
No, I can figure that out. You're right.
MP, what's up, MP?
What's good with my guy, man? I'm just tapping in with you, bro, man. Seeing how you doing, bro. I see what you got going on, man, and I just wanted to make sure I had it right, man, because it seems like the premise of this whole conversation, if you will, is all about us not accepting that there's a hierarchy. You see what I'm saying? And if you look at it, bro, see, I like to dumb things down to the lowest level so all of us could get a good feel on where we're going. So let me take it back to the pen. Homie said he was in the pen for a minute. You know, I did a 10-piece too. I'm out doing good. And one thing I noticed, bro, white folks had their own car, natives had their own car. You know what I mean? Mexicans had their own car for sure. And they all came together. But when they came to us, you know what I mean? We had like about 8 or 9 different cars. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I've been in a few riots, bro. And I remember one was like 2018 and we really got it popping. And then later on, one of the white boys came up to us and was like, listen, man, we was never even trying to go there. We was trying to diffuse the whole situation, but we didn't know who to even come talk to. You see what I'm saying? And they was right, bro. And it's crazy because it's like, why is it that way with us as a people as far as like this is a bad, something like a colloquialism, but too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Absolutely. Why does everybody have to be that way? You see what I'm saying? Like, I seen what you were trying to do with my man, and you did that beautifully because you were just asking him questions on why wasn't he reaching out to mentors, and you know what I mean? You know, looking, and why couldn't he go with another organization that could help him out? And he really didn't have the answers. It was, you know, I mean, you know, God bless his soul. He was playing checkers, he was playing chess, but I got it though. You see what I'm saying? But that's the mentality with a lot of us though. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's all about somehow we've transformed into building your brand. I want to build my brand. I want to build my brand. Well, nigga, how's you going to do that? You don't even have an education. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from ground zero. Like I told you, homie, like I got 3 degrees now, right? But before I had 3 degrees, if you would have asked me what 1 + 1 was, I would have told you 11. You see what I'm saying? But I had to do the work. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want to do the work. We're all about instant gratification. Hell, I'm addicted to Amazon right now. You know what I mean? But I know what it is. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us don't know what it is. A lot of us are in the matrix and haven't even experienced the code, bro. So I totally get it. When you ask what is the answer to all of this, the answer is somehow, some way, we have to figure out a way to come together. Because like when I first used to watch your shows, bro, I was like, damn, bro, like he's kind of harsh, but it's like you're keeping it real because it was like you weren't for Kamala, you wasn't for Trump, but you was for black people as a whole, us coming together. You know what I mean? And it was like, okay, this is what he's pushing. You know what I mean? This is the line he's pushing, and it's a line that needs to happen because it is going to get ugly.
Yeah, and they pushing more for white politicians than they pushing for unity with us, with their own people, with their own kind, and a specific. It don't even have to be Farrakhan in the Nation of Islam. It could be any. Right. Let me hear you get that much energy and dedication to any other black organization, but you're not even doing that. You pushing, you banging against us for Biden or for Trump, or you know what I'm saying. So I'm already gonna have a certain type of spirit or mood towards you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to justify foolishness. It's just insanity.
But the way you're doing it is so smooth, bro. Because here's the thing: when you focus on the why instead of the what, that's when the anger begins to subside, and you can start getting those questions answered. You see what I'm saying? Because you're focusing on the why. You know what I'm saying? That's good game. So like one of the things about me when I heard you talking to him about like, you know, where are you getting this knowledge from? Who are you listening to? Let me tell you something, man. A mentor is the best thing you can have in any endeavor you wish to accomplish. You dig what I'm saying? So I have what I like to call a board of directors in everything that I want to specialize in. Like if I don't have the knowledge that I need to get where I need to get, I have somebody that helps me in that department. And it goes all the way around the board. And that's how you succeed. I'm tapping into real estate right now. You know what I mean? So when I'm getting into that, I have somebody that can help me with that. I'm tapping into finances. I got my financial consultant that's helping me get everything I need to get my first little duplex. Fresh out, homie. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, these are the things that we need to get more involved in. We need to get more involved in bettering ourselves, and we need to get over this everybody has to be a fucking leader thing. That's what's killing us right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of motivation behind taking that position is we've been violated or abused or traumatized by somebody that was in a leadership authority position over us. It could be our uncle, our granddaddy, our daddy, our big brothers. I'm talking about violated in, you know, in you know, all kind of crazy ways, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to already trigger and send the respect for black male authority off into a whole different type of direction where like I'd rather just live my life being my own boss or my own leader, because the leader that was assigned to me that was supposed to be my natural black, you know, authority is the one that violated me. You know what I'm saying?
So basically you're saying it was instilled in us from the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's we're a byproduct of our upbringing, if you will. You dig what I'm saying? So that totally makes sense, bro. And like I said, I wish I had an ironclad answer on how we could overcome this, because I know the work that I need to do as a black man in society, you know what I mean? As somebody trying to improve every day, you know what I mean? I wake up every day and say, every day I wake up, I keep getting better. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm about. And the thing is, I educate myself. You know what I mean? Like, man, you hit on so much shit, bro, that I dig, bro. I really do. Especially with this biased media, cats watching this one or that one. You know what I mean? You could use the same fox and the wolf analogy with that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, we have got to start digging into our history, man, because if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Everything that's going on right now, partner, is part of an old playbook. But niggas don't know that shit, though. This is all part of an old playbook. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing that's been new. Right. You know what I mean? You can look at before Trump, they tried to put David Duke in the office. You see what I'm saying? So there's all type of shits going on. But you know why we don't do that? And I hate to sound like, you know what I'm saying, my Uncle Ruckus, but niggas don't read. You see what I'm saying? And that's really what it is.
So
you know what I mean?
All right. I mean, I hear that, but even if you can't read, what do you think? And this, you know, I'm an answer, but I'm just seeing if I run it by you. What do you think is the very first and foremost, first order of business that we need? Like we're being attacked in what form or from what angle that we need to learn about that first before we can do anything else. What subject do you think that we need to learn about the enemy attacking us in before we can go anywhere else?
Well, my opinion is they're attacking us from the inside out. You
what
see
does
what
that
I'm
mean?
saying? They're divide and conquer.
In what way?
Well, they're teaching us, instead of loving each other, you know, to hate each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, as far, and that's what I get from it. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at hate that's going on right now, it's thoroughly immersed within the black population. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because I was on both sides of that. I was the hater, now I'm the hated. You know what I mean? and that's here's the thing: success breeds anger and envy. You know what I'm saying? Cats that was my big homies, dudes I used to look up to. You know what I mean? It's like they're feeling some type of way now, and it's just like, I'm not doing nothing. You know what I mean? But it's because I'm successful now. You see what I'm saying? Because I can talk eloquent and concise when times deemed necessary. You see what I'm saying? It's because I said, you know what, fuck all this shit, bro. It's time for me to go to college. It's time for me to, you know, work on my trades. You know what I mean? Like I said, you already know I'm a welder, fabricator, and licensed HVAC tech. And I'm working that right now, homie. Yeah. Like, I'm working that. You see what I'm saying? But these are the things that I needed to do in order to get myself, you know, ready for real world statistics or scenarios, if you will. And my whole thing is, I'm willing to help anybody do that. If you want to come to me and better yourself, that's what I'm all about. I'm not going to charge you shit, you know, because that's the other thing we do. We like to charge, you know what I mean? You know, be a game ain't free, homie. You know what I'm saying? You know, why can't it be? Why can't I be around somebody? You trying to help yourself, bro? I'm trying to help you, bro. Come fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? So these are the things that, like I said, this has been instilled in us from way back when, bro. You know, hey, envy, jealousy. I know you just having this podcast, my guy. You probably got more haters from here to Czechoslovakia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's how it is. You know what I mean? And they're probably, you know, oh, he's negative, he's this, he's that. But if you really look into it, bro, yeah, you come off strong. Ain't nobody denying that. But what's your overall goal? Your overall goal is unity of black people. I would just say unity. You know, I would say unity of everybody, but it starts with us first because we're so spread out, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay, so are babies, when babies are born, or even in the womb, and when babies are born, after babies are born, are they worried about unity?
No.
So what is a baby that don't even know what's going on yet? How are they being attacked? What's the first thing that we need to even get into the war?
The first thing that I would say knowledge to learn, right?
Even before you get knowledge. So the answer is, in short, is healthy food.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
That's how we being destroyed. I don't know for anybody that knows anything about the NOI teachings that, some of the questions is asked in our lesson, Supreme Wisdom lessons, is say, we love the devil. We love the enemy because he gives us nothing. Or we like the enemy. We like the devil because he gives us nothing. And then the question is asked, why does he like the devil? Because he taught him to eat the wrong foods, which makes him other than his own self. So if we eating the wrong foods, it's gonna produce the wrong type of thoughts, the wrong type of feelings. Before you can ever get knowledge, what you eat will affect your ability to learn, how you even process knowledge.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's going to determine whether you have a nightmare tonight or whether you have a happy dream, and how you process whatever information that you learn. A beautiful thing can be a horror movie to you. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you feel. And it could be a beautiful day outside, but you be like, my stomach hurt, or my chest hurt, or my head hurt. And you know what I'm saying? Or I'm thinking it is, demons. I believe in ghosts and demons or whatever. So anything beautiful can be turned into a trauma or something negative based on how we was fed. If we fed the wrong physical food, and then of course if we fed the wrong mental food, wrong spiritual and emotional food. So the first things first is how to eat to live, how to feed yourself, what to feed yourself, and what to feed your people and loved ones. And that's the natural hospital. Your body is already a natural divine hospital that'll heal itself, and then start, gradually thinking better thoughts and ideas, and stuff will be coming to you. But the enemy knows that if they get you from the cradle with the Similac and the Infamil and the prenatal this and the you know what I'm saying, and they giving our mothers these shots and you know what I'm saying, and so that's first things first. That's how they destroying it. They're not doing with bullets and bombs no more. They're doing it with food and drinks. Food and drinks. And then, what good is learning anything now when you don't live to enjoy it, or you ain't, I went to school, but now I got, a pacemaker, or now I got a dialysis or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because, they didn't destroy my temple.
So let me ask you a question. So how do you feel about the whole fluoride dilemma, which RFK Jr. is talking about? What they're saying that they're talking about, actually one of the proposals is removing fluoride from all the water. What are your thoughts and feelings on that? I've been wanting to talk to you about that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. 1,000% agree with that. Most of the chemicals that's in our food and drink is all poison, and they know it's poison, right? And that's why there's a big new Brzezinski and Henry Kissinger and all that. The agendas that they had is that they said that they was going to depopulate through various means or whatever. So if we don't know that that's how they playing, and that's the warfare that they using now, then we already lost. We got to survive. Health is wealth. I don't care how much money you make, how much fame, or status. If you don't feel good, then
you're not going to be able to make that money, period.
Yeah, even if you're able to make it, you're not going to be able to enjoy it.
Right.
You see, what's the Apple iPhone dude, Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Before he died, he's worth, I don't know how many billions, but he gave you his last wisdom of words, like, all that don't mean nothing. Health, family, health and family.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of us really don't understand that until we have that scare. You know what I mean? I had the scare, homeboy. Like I said, I did, and it was in the pen where where the medical in the pen is like the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? So like I literally almost died in the pen, bro. Like I was in a wheelchair, my legs got the size of elephants. You dig what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they sent me to the outside hospital. They told me I had the gout, right? They gave me the medicine that shut down my kidneys and liver at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And then they said I didn't have the gout, and I almost died from that. So I get it now. Like I said, I'm big on health. I'm big on eating. You know what I mean? And I'm even bigger on knowledge. You see what I'm saying? And I think those all are one and the same. You know what I mean? Like I said,
I think the more that you, not to cut you off, but the more you learn about healthy food, then it's automatically going to put you on the battlefield, because you're going to see the devil. You're going to see Satan face to face. You're going to be like, damn, like, why are they doing it? Why are they putting this in baby food? Why are they putting this in little baby cereal? Why are they putting this in water? Why they, and it's going to let you know that, like it or not, we have to be disciplined. We have to get knowledge about how we being attacked. It ain't got nothing to do with money yet. Don't even worry about money yet. Right. You better worry about what you ate today, what you drank today, what lotion you put on, what soap you use, what toothpaste you use. That's how they doing it. Right. And then you gotta read them labels, know what it is, know what it is. You know what? My stepmom just got on me the other day because I had brought some just regular bread from the store. I'm on, I go and I do my little budget thing, but she said from now on in, son, I want you to get bread that has no GMO in it. And then she just gave me the whole story behind that. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of goes hand in hand on what you're saying about, nutrients, knowing what they're putting in your body, because like you said, what it really boils down to, is there's a bigger plan in play. You know what I mean? There is a bigger plan in play. You know what I mean? And what that is, I have some ideas. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be the one to sound like a conspiracy theorist, because I like to live my life. That ain't no theory. Yeah, that ain't no theory. That's proven fact.
Yeah, I mean, I like to live my life optimistic, but that doesn't mean being blind to the obvious. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
so, it don't mean that you grim and that you negative. You can be cheerfully a warrior and a soldier on the battlefield. Like it don't mean just because you realize you got an enemy that you got to be. I'm a predator too. Like I'm prey. They hunting me and I'm hunting them. So may the best hunter win. But the way nature works, even if you are a prey, somebody is trying to prey on you, it don't mean you living your life in fear. You just living your life understanding where to go and where not to go.
Yeah, that's honestly, man. I mean, to dumb it down, that's real gang member shit, though. You always got to have your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? When you somewhere you ain't really supposed to be at, you on the wall. You got your back on that wall so you can peep everything out. You dig what I'm saying? So no, and I mean, honestly, man, that's a good little metaphor for real world, for the real world. Keep your eyes open. And you know what you're saying right now, bro? It's crazy. Not to get on a tangent, but really, you just pretty much gave the definition of what woke was all about. Not about this gay, lesbian, transgender stuff. Stay woke was keep your eyes open. That's all it meant. Keep your eyes open. Know what's going on, bro. So, like I said, I feel like we're building right now, big homie, for sure. I appreciate
all day, man, all day. P. Do you got, as always, I'm gonna ask you, got any independent business that you want to shout out that we can support?
So not yet. Like I said, I just got contracted with the OUT program. That's my girl Jenny, and we're working with rehabilitating people fresh out, getting them transition back into the community. So after I do my 10-hour job, I tap in for another 15 after the gym, and I'm a community outreach partner now. You see what I'm saying? And eventually, with the goal, like I said, I really don't like to, too much, toot my own horn. But what it's looking like right now is we're about to get this property thing in full effect. I just got pre-qualified for my first duplex, and that was a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? And now we're about to start doing transitional housings and getting a contract with the state of Washington. The state of Washington, believe it or not, is actually getting housing for inmates, giving homeowners, I think it's $700 per month per inmate, and they're putting like 3 or 4 in a room. It's big money, bro. So that's literally what I'm on right now. You know what I mean? It's just, keep doing my little 9 to 5. You know what I mean? I'm doing my online classes from UW start next year, bro. And then just keep doing what I'm doing, bro. But more, and I try to tap in with you like at least 2 to 3 times a week, but I go to bed so early. I remember one time I got on, bro. I don't know what was going on, bro, but you had a whole bunch of people with wrenches next to their word, right? So I had to go to Google, like, what does that mean when you have a wrench next to your word? In the comments, it was like, oh, they're one of your facilitators or one of your moderators, my bad, homie. So, and it was a lot of them, but it was kind of like a whole lot of, hey, OMP, get on, why you doing this? Why you doing? I said, bro, what's going on around here, bro? I wasn't really digging it, but I was just like, okay, yeah, I guess that's how they get down on this show. You know what I mean? So I backed off, but I was like, I can't confuse the messenger with the message, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I tapped back in, and then right when I did, I was like, okay, man, he's hitting on all 8 cylinders, just like before when you was off the Mike Tyson shit, Jake Paul thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, let's go ahead and run with that, which was, you know, a whole money making thing in itself. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's what the world wins on. But nah, bro, I appreciate everything you're doing, bro. And like I said, I'm doing good. I'm gonna stay loyal, bro. Still keep tapping in, bro, and giving you updates. You know what I mean? Everything is going well, bro.
Likewise, and anything that any jewels you want to drop, any, you know, wisdom and angles you see things from different angles, definitely, you know, bless us with it, because we need that energy. You know what I'm saying? And salute to Lambo that was just on there, because, you know, we always talk good and got good vibes, but you know, right now, if you using the jail thing as your excuse, I'm glad you came on here with that counter.
That's really why I came on, you know, because that was the catalyst in me trying to get involved with this thing. You know what I mean? And like I said, if I could recommend anything to anybody, you know what I mean, I would totally, like I said, I do a lot of James Baldwin, W.E.B. Du Bois, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, the one that really, really got me, bro, listen, is that Howard Zinn, People's History of the United States of America. That's the book, because it talks about the history from the oppressee side. So what the natives is saying about what's going on, what's the blacks is saying about what's going on, you know what I mean? All that, bro. So even the Irish, you know what I mean? It literally talks about how, like I said, this is an old playbook that's been going on, man. They've been putting, listen, bro, they've been putting blacks against whites, against natives, bro, for as long as, you know, before America was just the 13 original colonies. They always did that, because just like when it comes to blue collar, white collar environments, they know that if we all came together, we could run this fucking country. You know what I'm saying? So they can't let that happen. It's all about the have and the have nots right now. And that's one thing I learned, you know what I mean? So in order to keep the higher ups, if you will, or to keep the elite, they have to sow hate and division between all of us, between blacks, between whites, you know what I mean? To make sure that we're not going to be able to get along, you know what I mean? So we subconsciously or consciously hate each other, so we can never get this machine going and get right, you know what I mean? But if you go down a little further, you know what I mean? Like as a microcosm, it's us working on us first. You see what I'm saying? But the whole big picture is, you know, the have-nots eventually having something, but it starts with us, you know, as a people. Like, you know, Marcus Garvey, another great guy. You know what I'm saying? You see Marcus Garvey's like, fuck it, man, let's go back to Africa. You know what I mean? And Marcus Garvey had his own business and everything. And what did they do? They shut him down. He had his own steamer. He had his own steam line going on. You know what I mean? They shut it down. So,
but our currency, to your point, our currency is our being, meaning, you know, our genetics, our mind, our experience. That's the real wealth. We just don't know it. Everybody else knows we're the wealth. We're that black gold that everybody know except us. So that's why knowledge of self, but you can't get knowledge if you ain't healthy. You don't even know what to do with it.
Right.
So we got to stress health for our youth, stress health for our people in general, especially our women and girls, because they're going to produce the next generation, and steer them away from, you know, all these drugs and all these little Fauci, you know, things that, because all of that's a design and agenda to you know, I don't want to say the word, but depop.
But we hear though, I did that. There definitely is a bigger plan, and like I said, nutrients. You know what I mean? If we use nutrients, we could say, you know, knowledge is nutrients too, just like food is.
Absolutely, but you gotta have them both. You can't have one without the other. You can't have wisdom and knowledge without the nutrients, and you can't have nutrients without the wisdom and knowledge, because either way you will just get manipulated. You'll be off balance, you'll get manipulated or conquered or whatever. So first and foremost, if anybody that's listening, the first order of business, first order of warfare is to eat healthy, eat all organic, you know what I'm saying, is and nothing in a can, nothing in a box. You know what I'm saying? As much as possible, because that's the fight now is for your health. The fight now, especially with the Trump administration and RFK Jr. and all of that, we'll see if he really is a soldier for health. We don't know. Anybody could be compromised, bought, sold, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Punked. So we can't wait for no white superhero, savior, president, or whoever to do for us what we could start doing for ourselves right now. So the first order of business is learn your health, learn natural health, learn what we deficient in, the natural vitamins and minerals that used to be in the food when it was all organic. Right. But now just the fact that there's an organic section in the grocery store, that means everything else is fake. Everything else is poison or got poison in it.
Right, absolutely, bro. And like I said, because not to get too personal, but I had gastric bypass surgery. So when it comes to like vitamins and stuff like that, bro, listen, multivitamin with iron, because I have a light iron deficiency because I take in less food than everybody else. You know what I mean? A vitamin D pill, you know what I mean? And let's see, what else do I have over here? Sometimes a calcium pill. I do all of that, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's just that. And then I actually do calorie counts when I eat, and I look at what types of food I'm eating. I make sure I incorporate some type of grain, some type of vegetable in everything I eat. And most importantly, man, I don't eat after 8 o'clock, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the big thing. And then when I get up, you know what I mean? I knock out my push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Get my crunches on, I'll hit that ab wheel, and then I'll have a bowl of cereal, you know what I mean? Then I might go hit that gym, before I go to work, and then do that, you know what I mean? But we always got to start, with what we eat, you know what I mean? Look at what we eat, and it's just because look what's going on. It's so easy now to press a button from Grubhub and get whatever you want from Catfish Corner or, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, any of that, bro. And it's just that we have got to, what's so wrong with home cooking. Like, I was raised by a single mom, you know what I mean? So I learned how to cook when I was 7, 8 years old. You know what I mean? I'm not just talking about not just frying chicken. I bake, homie. I really get down, bro. I just did some dressing the other day, bro, just to have like my little pre-meal before the holidays with the dressing, the turkey ham. I know you're gonna say, so the turkey ham, you know what I'm saying? The turkey and we got down, you know what I mean? And that's what I do. So it's just, but I like going to, I'm on the fence about, Whole Foods or, the regular grocery chain, is it the same? Is it not? I don't really know. You know what I mean? I have to put my trust, in the higher ups when it comes to things like that. But what I will say,
just do your due diligence. Like I said, that's part of the research. Instead of researching this and that, research the practical application of what's going to affect you right now. So ain't nothing going to affect you as immediate as food is. So if we're going to be researching anything, we should be researching what food is best.
Right. And where is it coming from? You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I mean.
That's really important. And like I said, that's something, me being honest with you and everybody that's watching, that's something that I haven't really tended too much to dig into, if you will, you know what I mean? Because not making excuses, it was just like, okay, I'll try to eat healthy. But now, like I said, we're building right now. That's so, okay, well, man, where are these eggs coming from? Let me look up this farmer. You know what I mean? What about this milk? You know what I mean? Well, let's check out, man, are they under any health and food guidelines or something like that? What do they rate with the Food and Drug Administration and shit like that? So these are all the things that, like I said, things that I can pay more attention to, you know what I mean? Which is like, as far as what we just talked about, that nutrients, that learning, you know what I mean? That building. So for sure, bro, I appreciate that.
Well, man, MP, is always a pleasure, bro. Man, I appreciate your knowledge, your experience, you know what I'm saying, your wisdom.
Absolutely, bro.
And you're VIP with me anytime you see me on, man. You got action.
I appreciate you too, guys. All right, you guys be good, all right?
All right, peace, bro.
Later, bro.
Later. Avoid processed and ultra processed food. Still here, absolutely still here. Gardening, the truth lady, gardening and farming is a spiritual process. Absolutely. Gardening and farming is damn near religion. You know what I mean? That's essential. That's actually gonna plug you in with the divine. If you ever want to get close to God, get close to nature. And food and farming is absolutely nature. I'm talking about plants and animals. So the truth lady is absolutely correct. PZ and QZ, salute, new member. I seen you. Salute, man. Welcome. Appreciate you. What did I see earlier? Ramadani Duff, Trump is no savior of health. Anybody can it's like, what would that even be? You know what I mean? What would that even be? So it's not Trump. You're talking about not JFK, RFK. But let's not throw them words savior around recklessly or loosely. If you get hit by a car, God forbid, you get shot, anything, you know what I'm saying? And ambulance pull up, the EMT, paramedics or whatever pull up, right? and your heart stop and they get your heart going back, then they're a savior. You know what I'm saying? That was your savior. God used them to save you. If you drown and it's a lifeguard and you don't know how to swim or whatever, and they come and get you, that's your savior. That person saved you. So let's not disrespect and loosely, irresponsibly throw the word savior around, or somebody is not a savior. Anybody can be a savior. Anybody can be a savior. Whether they black or white, it don't mean that they motives, you know, we ain't talking about what their motives are, but if they saved you, they saved you. Right? I don't trust them. I don't look for them. I don't look forward to or trust in them, but anybody can save you. On a road, eating healthy is expensive in the USA. Yep, by design. They do that by design. But what's worth, what else is more worth going broke for? You got a car, you got a Mercedes, you got a Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put the top octane gas. You got a Lamborghini, you got a what? You got a Bugatti. That it still need gas. What kind of gas you going to put in it? You going to put thrifty 87, you know what I'm saying? What you going to put in it? You going to put the lowest, cheapest, raggediest gas in it, or you going to put the highest octane? So this is way more valuable than any expensive foreign luxury car. This is the greatest vehicle in the universe. If you're going to go broke on anything, go broke on feeding yourself and your family the most healthy, best food possible. And then the money will come later, because the way that your brain and blood is going to be popping, and the ideas and the health and the energy you're going to have, you're going to be ready. You're going to be able to go out there and get a bag because of the food that you chose to eat, the choices that you made regarding your food, your health. This is not a video game. It's the only man you get. You don't get no extra man. You don't get no restart. You burn this out, you out of here. And if you burn it out the wrong way, you're gonna be on a slow, a slow demise that's painful, and it's a burden on your loved ones. It's just like, so if you're gonna go to war about any subject, go to war for your health. Go to war. Understand that war is being waged on you. And learn how to fight back. Learn how to fight back and bring yourself back to health. Because it's too many diseases and viruses and cancers and, you know what I'm saying, diabetes and all this stuff that's going on, that's by design. It's not your fault. It's the enemy that actually designed and manufactured these weapons. These are weapons of war. Learn how war is being waged on you and learn how to fight back. Food, learn how to fast. Learn the power of your human system by depriving yourself of food for 3 days. If you can go all the way up to 10 days, I'm not saying at one time. And when I say fast, you can drink tea or coffee or something like that. But learn how to let your body heal itself. Let your blood heal itself. Your blood, you will heal all your organs through fasting. But that takes too much discipline, and it's too hard in a lot of our in our mind. Now, what's harder is that disease, that ailment that you got is way harder on you than fasting. Fasting is something that you can bounce back. You can eat after you fast, but if you burn your organs out, it ain't nothing after that. So if you don't learn nothing else, learn what natural food look like. Learn how to pick natural vegetables and fruits and herbs. And if you're not really sure about it, then ask somebody. Ask somebody that look healthy. Ask an older person that look healthy. Because you're gonna be able to get some jewels from them. And if you don't know, even if you don't know none of them, then get How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad, by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. A book called How to Eat to Live. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. How to eat to live. Yeah. It's warfare. You got to make it a lifestyle. That's our war terrain. That's our battlefield. Our battlefield is health. Don't even worry about nothing else. That's first and foremost. If you healthy enough, you can survive anything. You know how to bring yourself back from down there anything. But if you don't have that knowledge on what not to eat, what not to drink, when not to eat and drink it, then we're just going to be a burden. We're going to be a burden on ourselves. We're going to be a burden on other people. So instead of being a burden, fight. Fight. Don't fight the people that's trying to help you. Don't fight the people that's trying to get you to understand, how important discipline in your diet is and changing your diet. Don't fight them people. Fight the enemies that the people is trying to make you aware of that produced the illness in the first place, that made this food taste so good and made this sugar so addictive and made this chemical and this preservative or whatever, made it look so good and taste so good, but it was tearing your system up the whole time. Understand that's the enemy. That's the enemy. That's universal. That don't got nothing to do with Muslim, Christian, Jewish. No, we talking about universal language, the universal religion, which is health. Health and knowing who's controlling your food. Who's controlling your food? Who's controlling your water? What do them pipes look like that you brush your teeth with? That you taking a hot shower with? What is that's seeping into our pores when the water is hot? What type of chemicals and rust and tetanus and germs and bacteria, you know what I'm saying, are we subjecting ourselves to every day? And what do we do about it? If we know we are, okay, do we know how to detox? Do we know how to do baking soda baths and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that? Tell you, man, you got to learn how to fight for your health. Fight for your health. Don't worry about getting no bag and no money, because soon all of that's going to collapse anyway, and it's going to restructure. It's going to be a whole restart about what currency is. But you need to be healthy enough to take advantage of it. Yeah. All the aluminums, all that, like you said, the lead, the aluminums, all the, man, it's by design, man. It's by design. Get back to basics. It might seem boring. It might seem, I can't eat the same food. Man, I can't eat. Nah. Find a routine, a natural routine. Study what we deficient in. Most of us are deficient in D3, vitamin D3, vitamin B, all the vitamin B complex. Vitamin D3, especially. Magnesium, niacin, B12, B1, like by design, man, they have devalued the food. That's why we got to eat so much. We be so hungry. All this GMO, fake food, artificial food. You got to eat 10 tomatoes just to get the natural value of one organic tomato. So all of the rest of that processed fake GMO stuff sitting in your system, and your body was just trying to get that little nutrition amount, but now you done dumped all kind of other stuff in your. So that's how they doing it. And then over the years, build up. You got this ailment, this problem, this issue. That's the warfare. Slow kill, so they can run you right to the pharmaceutical industry and make you a permanent customer. Last I checked, there was no cures. Last I checked, the word cure was against the law. It's against the law to even use the word cure. Ain't that a B? Who hijacked that industry and said that it's against the law to use the word cure or heal? And medicine is the only thing you can say. Medical doctor. If a medical consensus don't agree, then you're committing a crime. Tell that to the 400-year slaves, to the people that have been in slavery for the last 400-some years. We didn't have no Surgeon General. We didn't have no CDC or AMA. We didn't have no FDA. We didn't have no pharmaceutical industry. Why we need that now? Why that's the law now? Why I got to take the Fauci juice now? Why I got to get the treatment that you say I got to get? How about we use our natural brains and our God's natural curing power that's in nature. The cures are in nature. I'm not going to say what they are because I'm not going to make no medical claims, but the cures are in nature. If there's a such thing as a disease, there's a such thing as a cure, and the cure is found in nature. Yep. So why does somebody got the right to tell you there's no cure? How you know there's no cure? You mean you don't know a cure? Just say that. Be specific. No, I don't know a cure. I don't know what the cure is. That don't mean nobody don't know what the cure is. So I got to be at the mercy of your ignorance because you got on a white coat and I'm paying off your student loan, medical school debt. Nah, I'm good. I take my chances with my own brain, doing my own independent research. I'm a researcher. I'm an independent researcher for my own health, my own family health. My brain works. My brain works. I don't need to rely on yours. Man. Still here, yeah. Cooking tomatoes, yep. So I mean, we living in the age of information now. So you can get all this stuff online. You can see all this stuff online. So now a lot of people is whistleblowing. All these medical doctors and all that, then started their own private holistic practices. Naturopathic. Because they know they guilty of going along to get along with this American Medical Association or this WHO business or whatever, and their conscience is beating them up at night. So this is their way of balancing out and atoning for what they know they took part in. So now they giving away the natural gain, and they taking a risk. They taking a chance of being arrested or being shut down, and salute to them. But it's all out there. You just got to go after it. Man, the last thing is just like this government. It's just like the drain the swamp or the fake news media. Like all of that's expired now. We shouldn't even be looking towards that. Don't get me wrong. If you got some injuries, what I'm saying, you've been in an accident, injury or something like that, or certain things that, of course, you got to rely on the hospital and the doctors and all of that. But the things that you can search out alternative treatments for, or holistic or naturopathic, then you absolutely should. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? This is how we survived this long. We didn't have no drugs. We didn't have drugs. Every drug that we had came from nature, came from grandma or great grandma with some herbs or something that knew how plants work. There was no drugs. Drugs is something that it's for profit, that they can put a patent on and say they own it so that the revenue will go to them. Come on, man. This is a business. Yeah. HJ, right. No seeds and fruit. Yeah, where they do that at? What diabolical, wicked scientists came up with that? That's how you know there's some satanic capitalism that they want to make you at the mercy of them. Food can only come from us. You can't take the natural seeds that God made and all natural fruits and vegetables or whatever and grow your own if you want to. You got to come through us. Seedless watermelon, seedless grapes, seedless this, seedless that. If it's seedless, then you are what you eat. If it's seedless, you are what you eat. So if you don't want to be able to produce and you don't, then keep on eating seedless. Truth lady, you can lead a man to knowledge, but you can't make him think. Man, that's real. Farewell to the flesh. Salute. What's up? Yep. Still here. I avoid medication at all costs. I don't even like taking Advil, Tylenol. Right. Yep, at all costs, unless it's absolutely necessary. It don't matter. No Popeye's going to have them shaking like Pookie in New Jack City. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. That's what's happening, MP. That's what's happening with all these children and these behaviors. Yep. They're getting a clinical diagnosis and now they offering them something that eventually gets them strung out on. Yeah. We didn't survive this long with none of that. Eric Swan had these men the seedless. Yeah, it seemed like it have affected they nuts because they don't seem to have none. And same with the women, they ain't able to produce. You know what I'm saying? Having all kind of reproduction issues, fibroids, miscarriages. You know, can't carry no child to term. Not to mention birth defects. So it's all from what we eat. It's all from what we eat. Yeah. Most painkillers come from plants. Like, yeah, mostly everything comes from plants. Mostly everything comes from plants. It's just they get in a laboratory now. They take actual natural stuff and mix it up and produce their own little chemicals out of it. So they could say that they invented it. Is like what we guilty of. We don't want to go. We don't want to go with what works. We want to reinvent a wheel so we can say this is mine. This is mine, so I can get the credit for it. I can get the money for it. So it's all based on vanity, selfish greed, and monopolizing, trying to capitalize on the ignorance of others. That's satanic. Yeah. David Latique, Popeyes is nasty, but our people say it's bomb for real. You can't say it, so I'll say it for you. Yeah, I don't even eat none of that. I ain't ate no chicken like that in decades. Yeah, all that's poison to me. Man. Yeah, I be seeing certain stuff that it's time for me to get off of here. Shouts out to my bro Ruben, but I ain't talking about that. I'm seeing some other stuff that I don't tolerate. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here, man, and look into something because I don't do that. Certain violation comments. All right, peace, y'all.